Welcome to the Fragrance Plug, your source for all things scent. I am your host, Maurice. Welcome, man. Let's get into it, man. We got a packed out show today. It's gonna be a good show. Hope y'all having a great day, man. Just got in from the gym. Had a great workout, man. It was nice. It was nice, man. It was nice. It's still warm out here where I'm at, man. I'm waiting for it to get to like the 80s, bro. We still dealing with the 90s out here, fam. It's still scorching hot out here in the DFW, fam. But I hope y'all are having a great day. Make sure you drop your send of the day as you make your way into the chat. Your boy, I rocked out earlier. I rocked out with that good old Soap to Pour On from Salvatore Ferragamo. Absolutely amazing fragrance. A lot of green, a lot of thick. You know, something that I was realizing earlier today that I never recognized with this fragrance is that it kind of has a little bit of appeal of like a similar appeal to Paradise Garden in a way. Just take away the coconut, that tropical feel, but like the fig, the aromatics, that slight aquatic sense that you get. I never recognized that about this fragrance, fam. Never recognized that. So dope little touch, man. Give me a one in the chat if the audio is good. If you can hear everything, give me a one down in the chat. Make sure you drop your center of the days and let's see what we got, man. Bo, I see you, Bo. Hey, Bo always showing up. Bo always showing up, man. Yes, sir. Hey, yeah, Gems, we live, baby. We live. Yes, sir. Holla at your boy. I see ya. Just got 16 16 fragrances delivered. Sheesh. Hey, man, we got to get some. Hey, but we got to get some. We got to get it popping on that one, man. 16 fragrances. Hey. Good shit. Good shit. That's what I like to hear. What did you pick up? Did you get like a lot of affordables? Did you get some designers? Any niche in there? Let me know down in the chat. 16? Yeah. Hey, good things. Good things. One, audio is good. All right, bet. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. What up? Hey, I was about to say it. What up, Jims? I see you, baby. I see you. Yes, sir. Hey, let's get into it, man. We got a packed out show. We got some new fragrances that are coming out. Got a couple of Tommy summer fragrances that we can look into. So, got a lot to get into, man. Let's get active. I'm ready to go, man. I'm kind of hyped and still wired up from the gym a little bit, man. Let's get into it. Boom, right here. Hey, if this is your first time, welcome to the Daily Drop, man. This is where we drop anything new related to fragrances, anything upcoming, soon to be expecting releases, future releases. This is where we talk about it over here. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get active, man. We got Tommy New York. Tommy Hilfiger is dropping 2 new fragrances. Now, we have one for the men's and we also have one for the ladies. Let's tap into the first one. Oh, hold up. Put my phone on. There we go. Let's tap into this first one. This first one is Tommy Summer New York. Now, we don't have much that we truly know about this fragrance yet. We do have a couple of notes, though. So let's look at it. We got bergamot and lavender in the opening. So already right there, we talked about this yesterday. Damn, if you was on the live stream, we talked about this yesterday. A lot of these designers and things like that, they becoming real basic. And one thing that we always see in a lot of fragrances, especially when it comes to the designer realm, is bergamot or some type of citrus. Most of the time it's like bergamot, lime, lemon, but more so bergamot and lime. And then you have the lavender that adds that very nice designer touch with the aromatic. So yeah, we can be expecting that, but we also have some spicy notes and some patchouli, some cedar wood, as well as some ambergris in the dry down. So this one right here, you know, I think this might be nice. I'm expecting this to be something a little bit more on the edgy side, especially with it having that New York name in it. I'm definitely expecting this fragrance to have a slight bit of edge to it. But again, this is all we know right now. We should be expecting some more information soon. And you know we can't forget about the ladies. So we got something for the ladies as well. Tommy Hilfiger, Tommy Girl, New York. Similar setup in a way. Bergamot in the opening. We do have some star fruit as well. You can be expecting some rose as well as pomerose. I have not one idea what a pomerose is, man. Let me know down in the chat. I don't know. But I'm expecting this to be a very nice, fresh, floral fragrance with a little bit of patchouli and ambergris. So it might have a little bit of spice with a little bit of sweetness at the bottom. So not bad. So that is the second fragrance that we can be expecting from the Tommy Summer line. So we do have 2 right there. We got a few more that I do want to go into, which, bro, oh my gosh, hold on. Because I practiced pronouncing this name yesterday. I promise. Aqua Department, we got a new fragrance. Gelsmino Alfredo. So we got a new one for Aqua de Parma. Look, I promise y'all, I'm working on my names. I tried this name I was practicing this name 10 times yesterday beforehand. So yeah, Gelsmino Alfredo. This is a new fragrance that we can't be expecting from Aqua de Parma. We got lemon, pink pepper, and artemisia in the opening. So we can be expecting some type of fresh, spicy mix combination that we have there. But then we have jasmine, black tea, and iris. Now that black tea really has me very intrigued, but then that iris, I'm not the biggest fan of iris. That's one of the aromatic notes, floral aromatic notes that I'm just not the biggest fan of. That's just my personal take. Got guaiac wood, patchouli, and cypress oil in the base. The rich, deep, and warm essence of jasmine extracted through the ancient techniques of cold enfleurage meets the notes of black tea and guaiac wood. Still no information on this one yet, but we can be expecting it coming soon down the pipeline. So we have another one there. And then last but not least, we do have 2 new fragrances from the house of La Tapa. Now, if you know about that Enclair line, they got some bangers, man. Very nice gourmandish touch fragrance that they have there. Very nice. You can expect 2 more from that line. We have Enclair Banoffee. And that one's going to be, I think that both of these are going to be for the ladies. So I apologize, fellas, but I think that both of these are going to be for the ladies. We can be expecting some banana cream, some deluxe. We can also be expecting whipped cream, vanilla, praline, biscuits. Boy, hold on, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something right now. The last thing I'm trying to have is my woman coming around smelling like a fresh batch of buttery Popeyes biscuits. I'm sorry. I don't know how I feel about that. I've never seen biscuit in a fragrance. Fam, holla at me. Let me know if I'm tripping. We gonna stop. We have to stop because I didn't look at these notes. I just looked at the fragrance. We're gonna talk about this new. I made sure that it was 2025 upcoming. We're gonna talk about it. That was it. Biscuits in. Let's just discuss this whole note breakdown real quick because I know I'm not tripping. So we got banana cream and deluxe. So I'm expecting that to be somewhat like a very fruity but somewhat creamy at the same time, almost smooth, because banana really doesn't give me anything that pops. It's somewhat flat, somewhat sticks to the skin, but it's also a very smooth fragrance or a smooth note. Then we have some whipped cream and vanilla. Whipped cream, I really don't care about that one, but the vanilla is making me think that there's going to be a little bit dosage of sweetness right there. So I'm already expecting that. So in my mind, I'm already expecting this fragrance to be somewhat subtle, but very much so in that gourmand vein of things. Then we have praline, so a slight chocolate feel that we can be expecting there. But the biscuits, bro, I don't know about them biscuits, fam. I don't know. Because whenever I think of biscuits, I think of like KFC biscuits. I think of Popeyes biscuits. Hell, I think of Grand's biscuits. Like I think of biscuits, grandma's biscuits. You know what I'm saying? And biscuits got butter to them. Flour, I don't know, man. Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if you interested in a fragrance that has biscuits in it, or give me a 2 if that's something that you just absolutely not rocking with. For me, fam, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm mature enough to try a fragrance that has the note biscuit in it. So, yeah, we probably gonna have to let that one chill for a little bit. La Tapa Enclair Bonafide EDP 100 ml is a descendant gourmand inspired from the classic Bonafide desert. It opens with a creamy banana and deluxe, melts into a plush heart of whipped cream and vanilla, and settles into a cozy base of praline, biscuits, and soft musk. Playful yet refined, is sweet to comfort with an addictive trail. Okay, so it is going to be in that gourmand vein. So we have that one. We also have one more that we can be expecting as well. Enclair Pistache. Now, this one has pistachio cream in the opening with toasted pistachio. So very nutty fragrance, maybe creamy at the same time. Coconut. So it is going to be adding a very nice tropical scents that we can be expecting there. Cacao and whipped cream. Boy, they are killing the whipped cream when it comes to these the Enclair line. Vanilla, milk, and musk. Another one that I'm expecting to be leaning a little bit more in that creamy sense. Now, with it having coconut, I'm expecting there to be a slight tropical sense with the fragrance as well. But let me know what y'all think down in the chat on this one as well. Ladies, I really want to know what y'all think because they got 2 new ones. And yeah, man. Hey, you see it, Walt? They got a new pistachio joint, bro. They got 2 of them on the market now. They got the banana in both of them. Bo, you would try which one? Are we talking about Bonafide or are we talking about pistache? Let me know. Oh, y'all want to try that? Okay. I didn't know. Type shit, my guy. I see you, Joe. To my guy Joe down in the chat, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. I think that we got a couple of fragrances that we can't be expecting that are going to be good. Again, I think that Acqua di Parma might be one of the ones, and especially that Tommy New York. I think that those are going to be great for us to tap into and maybe pick up at the rack stores. I'm not expecting to pay full price, but at the rack stores, for sure. Hey, make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's tap into the chat first, and then we're going to move on over into the next topic. Walk around smelling like a Sunday, you feel me? Facts, you ain't lying. Yo, do you have that Armaf Men Dubai Nights, fam? Get it. I don't have it, but I checked it out. I talked about it in my vlog that I did at Dallas Perfume Wholesale. Bruh, they had it in there. I've never seen that fragrance. All I remember exactly was it was nice. Like, out of all the fragrances that I was thinking about getting, that was the one that I was leaning towards getting initially. If I was trying to find that Hawaii tropical. But that fragrance, Dubai Nights, is nice, fam. You got to check that one out. And it's B.O.B. safe. I just know it had a lot of aromatics in it. Like a lot of I think it had like some, I think I was picking up like a little bit of clary sage, like lavender. I think I was getting a lot of aromatics when I tried that one. Don't quote me on that. It's been like 2 weeks since I tried it. But it is nice though. Oh no, I didn't cop it. I ain't even see that. But it is worth copying though, fam. For real. It definitely is. And the thing is, with that one, it leads into something that I think that you would like. Because I don't remember it being too much of a dark fragrance. Like too much on the leather or oud. It was very smooth fragrance. I think you might like that one. And they got it at the shop. I think it's like less than 40 at the shop in DFW. We'll talk. I might go check it out tomorrow. For you. All right, man. Let's get into the next topic. We got a few topics that we got to go into today. But first things first, let's get into this shelf talk. I want to talk about 3 fragrances real quick. Now, y'all know how we do this. Normally, we just present 3 fragrances that's in the collection. Something that we're either expecting that we want to wear upcoming or just something that we just want to revisit. So today, I got 3 fragrances here. The first one is going to be from Nazar Fragrances, and it's going to be Panty Drops. This is going to be a nice fragrance that I'm going to be using coming for the upcoming season, fall and winter. So I'm trying to go ahead and break that one in a little bit. But another one that I'm excited to try out, which I got from the rack stores, is going to be Viso Golden Dawn. So we are going to talk about this one as well. And then last but not least, probably the most difficult fragrance on this list that I had to tap into. Starting to like it now. I like it a lot more. It's going to be Moschino Toy Boy. You free tomorrow? Hey, we might make that happen. Gems. Might make that happen. I went up there Monday, but he wasn't in the shop. So I'm trying to catch up with Max next time I go in there. But look, shelf talk. We got 3 fragrances. Let's go ahead and get some smells in. Let's get the decants. Let's get the tester strips. And let's see how these 3 are coming off. I can tell you right now, Panty Drops, beautiful, fam. Beautiful. Don't need a lot of sprays either because it's extrait de parfum, 50% oil concentration. You gonna be good to go. Let's tap into this first one real quick. Yeah. Now, the first thing you get is a nice, like, it does lean dark. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It does lean dark slightly, but it has a lot of fruits in the opening of this one. This is beautiful. Fruity, somewhat creamy in a way. It does have like a slight hit of freshness, but it's definitely much more of like a cherry fruit bowl than anything. Perfect for date night. I'm talking about, like, you know how we was discussing the Guerlain EDP and how I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I'm still trying to work my way into that cherry when it comes to the Guerlain, the L'Homme line. This right here has a cherry that just works. It's like cherry, plum, slightly woody also, but it's not in that sense of like an old style fragrance yet. But you can pick up those woody appeals. This fragrance right here, the one thing I like about Panty Drops, it just screams seduction. Like fall, winter, date night. You can probably even do this one in the spring, but summer nights, probably not. It might be too hot. It might be too hot, but this is nice. This is nice, fam. You should do your top 3 high school. Your top 3. I'm doing that today, fam. We're doing 5 back to school fragrances. That's going to be one of the topics today. So I got you. Bezo, I got you. We're going to talk about it for sure. Hey, this is beautiful though, man. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And the thing is, like, even though it does have a little bit of spiciness to it, it's still much more of the fruits. So the spices is only helping that seduction, that masculine, but the fruits, the plum and the cherry that you get in the opening really is adding to that level of seduction that just makes this fragrance great for sex. I mean, date night, extremely sexy in my opinion, bro. I'm telling you, this fragrance just screams sex. Like, this is like that. I like this a lot, fam. I like this fragrance a lot. I can't wait to wear this one. I can't wait to check out Panty Drops, man. Let's move over to the next fragrance. And this one is going to be a rack store fragrance. I haven't seen this one around in a while, but Visco Golden Dawn. You can't pick this one up at your rack stores. And I think I got this one for like $15. I think I picked this one up for $15. Pressurized atomizer. Now, one of the things that I very much so remember with this one is warm spices. Like cinnamon, nutmeg, like a lot of warm spice. So you do get a very nice warm spicy side in the opening. But one of the things that this fragrance really reminds me of is like a twist of like a 1 million, the original. Somewhat in that 1 million vein. Very nice, very warm. Something that we're very used to already. Honestly, you could kind of look at this as like a twist between the original 1 million and like a Lamel Elixir DNA, but without the sweetness, but very much so with the aromatics. The spices is probably going to be what you get from the 1 million, with that slight aromatic touch that you get in the Lamel Elixir DNA. Very much so a nice twist. Very much so a nice twist. I'm rocking with this. Rocking with it. Affordable too. And again, rack store. This one right here was a rack store fragrance. You can pick this up for less than $15. They have a gold one, and then they also had a black one. Out of the two, I rocked with the gold one the most, just because, again, the DNA that it was giving me. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. And it does have like that aromatic backdrop to it. So again, I'm not making this fragrance as if it's something that's just groundbreaking. But if you are looking for something that's going to be a nice twist or inspiration between two very popular fragrances, this one is going to be the one that you would want to pick up if you're a rack store shopper. Again, 1 million, the warm spices, Lamel Elixir, very much so the aromatics. Combine those two, and that's somewhat what you get in this one. I like it, fam. I like it. We're going to go back to it. Now, let's tap into this Moschino Toy Boy. Let's tap into this one, because this one, for the longest, this one was in my shadow realm. Like, my shadow realm of fragrances. And for those that don't know, the shadow realm of fragrances, those are the ones that don't make, like, the initial wall. You know what I'm saying? Those get stored in the closet. You know, a lot of rack store fragrances are in the shadow realm, bro. I don't know if they're going to get brought back. You know, you could think of fragrances like Burberry Touch. You know what I'm saying, is back there. Some of the Hollister fragrances, as good as I think they are, some of my Hollister fragrances are back there. You know what I'm saying? All of my English laundries are in the shadow realm. So yeah, shadow realm fragrances are necessary. Now, when it comes to Moschino Toy Boy, the one thing that really threw me off with this one was that rose and like that flax. See, I think it was flaxseed that you get in this. That's the one thing that threw me off. The rose kind of came off like pickles. Like the first time I smelled this, me and my lady, we was at Florida for the football tournament. And I remember we went to a mall out there, just sampling, and they had a fragrance shop, and we smelled it, and I was like, bro, all I smell is pickles. I'm telling you, my nose was so immature. Thank God for development, man. Thank God for growth. Thank God for growth. My nose was so immature. But now, I mean, I'm able to pick up that rose as it is and understand the combination that you get with the rose and the flaxseed. What happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. Everything going on my end. Everything's smooth on my end. Let me know if everything is good in the audio with the visual. Give me a 1 if everything is okay. I'm not seeing what happened, Bezo. But yeah, this fragrance right here is absolutely not. Now, I will say this. Out of all of these 3, this one is going to be the one that's like the most challenging. This one I can't recommend. I can't recommend for everybody. What happened? Y'all, let me know. Let me know if we good in the chat now. Let me know. Can I get a 1 in the chat if everything is good? Because it's looking good on my end and the visual that I'm seeing. Let me know if I'm tripping. All right. Hey, I appreciate that, coach. All right, let's rock out, man. So, yeah, this one right here is going to be the most challenging one out of all of them. Out of all 3 of these fragrances, I couldn't recommend this one. Now, the one that I could easily recommend, and I think most people would like out of this list, is going to be the Bisco Dawn. The one that everybody is going to enjoy is going to be that Bisco Dawn because it's going to give you that Golden Dawn. Because again, 1 million Lamel Elixir. What's not to like about that? The one that I think that will be the most bang for your buck that you would absolutely enjoy the most is going to be the Panty Drops by Nazar. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for a fragrance that's sexy, great for date nights, can be used in a lot of situations. Because you could even use this one. Even though it has that plum, it has that cherry, it has a little bit of spice in there. This one, you can still get away with it for business if you want to. But it just has so much of a sexy quality or effect about it that I would much rather wear this one late night, date night. Do something, 4-2 something. GTD situations. If you don't know what GTD is, go watch Martin. This one right here is GTD certified. This one right here is everyday, easy going. Anybody can wear this one. No age range. I don't care. You can just throw this one on and not have to think about it. Very much so easy going fragrance. This one right here, challenging, tough. It's a lot. It's a lot. You got to be used to the rose in that one. You have to enjoy the rose in this fragrance. In Moschino. I like Panty Drops, man. I like Panty Drops. And even like now, as it's continuing to sit there, it's starting to transition a little bit to where the warm spice is still there. Not as much, but it is moving into like a realm of a floral accord. So I'm still getting the fruits in the opening, but now we're starting to have like this very nice floral touch about itself. We're going to let that one continue to develop. But I like it, man. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate that everybody said it. Refresh. We good. We good. All right. Everything look good down in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. I'm liking this. Let me know what y'all think. Which one of these have y'all tried? Like, I know a lot of people have probably tried this Moschino Toy Boy. Was it like a love at first sniff when you first got it? Or was it one of those fragrances that was slightly challenging that you kind of had to work your way into to get? Because this one took me a little while to mature. Love at first sniff. I'm getting laid on this one. No, I'm getting laid. That's all I'm saying. Hey, that one's going to do the talking for me. Make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And definitely let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. Let me check into the chat. Hidden Gem said we good. Rio said it paused earlier. Okay, glad we back in motion. Everything is good on my end. Just refresh. All right, bet. We good, and we good. We're good. Let's go ahead and slide on over. I got a few more topics, actually. I got a few more topics. But the one thing that I want to get into is I want to revisit some decants. You know, on Wednesday, one of the things that we like to do is bring some decants to the congregation. So we got 3 on deck right here. Got 3 decants that we're gonna discuss. Let me move these over real quick so we can kind of go back and visit. Yeah, I definitely want to revisit that penny drops. So we're gonna move these over to the side. We got 3 on deck. Now, the 3 that we are bringing to the congregation, you know how we do it. We bring 1 decant that's from 1 mil to 4 mil. We bring another one from 5 mil to 9 mil, and then we bring another one from 10 mil on up. Most of the time, it's 10 to 30. Let's get into it. I got 3 of them on deck. The first one that we're gonna get into is going to be JPG Lamar. Just got to tap into it, man. It's always good to revisit a classic fragrance. Let me say that. And I actually have a story about that one that we're going to tap into. The second fragrance coming from our 5 to 9 mls is going to be, oh no, this is a 10 ml. My bad. My 10 mls and up. Boss the Scent. Boss the Scent. Lamel Elixir is going to be our our 8 ml. And then for our 1 ml, we have Argos Basio Immortal. I really wanted to smell an Argos fragrance. Like, I might go live tonight and I might just talk fragrances for like an hour or 2. So let's get into it. 3 on deck. Let's go into these 3 fragrances and just revisit to see if we changed our mind on any one of these being full bottle fragrances, or are they just good where they're at in the decant and we can use them sparingly. Let's get into it. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's talk about Basio Immortal first, because I've just been needing to get my hands on some Argos fragrances, man. This one, now I will still say that Sacred Flame is probably the one fragrance that I need from them off top. Like, when I first buy my first Argos, it's going to be Sacred Flame. It's going to be Sacred Flame for sure. Move these back a little bit. Oh, yeah. Let's get into it, man. Bright, woody, flat in a way, very much so an earthy fragrance. This one is so, like, the quality that Argos gives you in their fragrances is damn near unmatched now. It really is. They do a great job. They do a great job, man. This one very much so comes off like woody but somewhat spicy at the same time. You can tell that they tried to do a little bit of citrus in there, but it's really not much that you get in this. Woods, aromatics, like a fresh, spicy, earthy, spicy type of mix that you get in this one. Not a fragrance for everybody. This one does not have that mass appeal DNA to it at all. Very much so a unique fragrance. Going to be a a masculine fragrance for sure. This one's nice though. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with Basio Immortal, man. That's a beautiful fragrance. And I'm going to let that one transition. I really want to get into these other ones. I'm going to let that one transition for a little bit, because I think that that's where the rose, those floral accords really start to pop out in that one. And I really don't know too many brands that do rose like Argos. Like, when it comes to those floral accords that they do, it's kind of hard to find somebody that does that. But I don't know. This one could be like a lot of leather too. Like, it just smells woody as hell. The next fragrance that I want to let's talk about JPG Lamel. Now, I know for a fact that for me, this one won't be full bottle, but it is good to revisit this one and understand the memories and the history of it. And surprisingly, this is one of the fragrances, like one of the first like higher end designer fragrances at the time that I bought. My first time getting my hands on this fragrance was in 2009. I was getting ready to go to prom. And me and my uncle Junior, was walking around the mall and trying to find a fragrance to wear. You know how it go, man. So you got that male guidance, and he didn't know the name of the fragrance. He was just saying, hey, your uncle put me on this fragrance. All I know is that it's shaped like a man. Like, that's all I can tell you. So we went walking around the mall. Okay, bro, I know it's old school. I know it's classic. This shit is nice. This is nice, man. I don't care, man. This DNA is nice, man. The Lamel, the OG DNA, this just works. I like this fragrance, man. I like this. But it mainly that mint. But anyway, me and him, we was walking around trying to figure out what to buy. He told me something about, my other uncle said something about a fragrance with like shaped like a man. So I was like, all right, man, let's go check it out. Let's see what it is. Bruh, I smelled it. Oh, bought it right then. That was the most I ever spent on a fragrance at the time. That was the most I ever spent on a fragrance at the time. And I remember wearing that Look, let me tell you something. I wore that shit to prom. It was the bottle, the JPG bottle is like shaped like a man. Like the Lamel bottle is shaped like the big. Hold on, man. Y'all gonna stop acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all, hey, Rio, you gonna stop acting like you don't know what I'm talking about, fam? You know what I'm talking about. A little Corso bottle. But anyway, yeah, man. So I ended up wearing that to prom, bro. And so young, so naive. I think I sprayed this shit like 5 times, but I know I smelled great. Got it. I loved it. But man, like the reaction I got from my date, like it was on. Like that's I think that was one of the things that really swayed me to dip heavily into fragrances. Cause that night, boy, I'm about to go down memory drive. Boy, hold on, man. Look, if you've been to prom and you had a good prom night, you know what it is, man. Look. The lavender, bro, this is a lot of aromatic. This fragrance just bring me back to memory lane because we was in Houston. We was at the Galleria. Not the Galleria. We was at the aquarium. We drove from the aquarium, the Houston Aquarium, all the way to Galveston, bro. I'm on Galveston. We racing on that bit, going 120. I think I hit 132 at the max, the fastest I ever drove in a car. I would never do it again. I promise you, word to everything. I would never do it again. But unless I'm on the track. But that night was 130 in that bit. Bro, man, me and my lady in the seat. Oh, man, it was wild. It was wild. And I would like to think that a lot of that was attested to, like, not only with how I was feeling that day, but the fragrance. Because at this point in time, like, my signature fragrance at this time, I bullshit you not, it was like Bod Black. I was a fan of Bod Black at the time, Curve Green. I was a fan of Kenneth Cole Reaction, the green apple joint. I keep telling y'all I'm a fan of the green joints. So for me, when I got this and I wore it, and I'm like, oh, so this is what it's like. Because my uncle was telling me, he was like, yo, hey, I'm telling you, nephew, you better watch out. Don't be no slouch. When you throw this one on, like, make sure you on your shit. You know, make sure you get behind your ears, get the Similac off your back. Like, he was going in. He was telling me a lot of stuff. And I was making sure that, boy, when I put this shit on, looking back on it, I probably should have did like 15 sprays. I was a 60 spray at the time. 5, 6 sprays. I think I'm good. You know me, I'm big boy now. I'm big boy with the sprays. 12 minimum. So at that time, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. It was a great night. I'm telling you, if you remember your prom night, drop the fragrance that you wore on your prom night. That's what I want to know right there. Because I had you definitely do something for 2 stops. You know what I'm saying? By the time we make the Galveston, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. Now let's get into one more fragrance, which is going to be Boss the Scent. Hugo Boss the Scent. Let's tap into this one. This one should be a lot. If I remember correctly, I think this is one that I didn't mind because I think it had a little bit like a fruit essence to it. I do remember it being spicy, which I'm still getting a lot of those spices. Hey, what y'all laughing at, man? Y'all laughing too much in the chat right now, man. What? Hold on, man. I know I'm not the only one that got a good prom story. Let me know. But anyway, Hugo Boss the Scent. A lot of spices, man. A lot of spices, like warm spice, ginger, you get that. But it also smells like it has a nice creamy side to it as well. Very much so an aromatic filled fragrance. A little bit of fruits in the opening with this one, but it's mostly going to be like that warm spice that you get. Hold on. 12 sprays with that bottle, I would have finished it like 10. Look, I'm telling you, and this was like in 2009 too, because that's when I went to prom. So that at the time, I remember that fragrance being like big body, fam. Big body. Givenchy Pie, that's a good one. I actually had a bottle of that one too, but I ran out before, like, because I only had like that much left. I ain't have too much of that one. I remember that one. That was a good one too. That's a good one too. Very much. I remember that fragrance being very warm. I haven't had it in the collection in a while, but I remember Givenchy Pie being very warm. But going back into this, the scent, nice. Very much so a basic designer fragrance. I can see this one getting compliments too, though, especially like with that warm spice, those aromatics that you get, that nice hint of like the freshness that you get in the opening. I can see this one being that compliment magnet. I think my problem when it comes to the scent is that the smell even though the smell is nice, it's not to the point where I feel the need to have a bottle unless I can get it at a great price. Like if I find this at the right stores for like $20 for a 50 ml, then yeah, I can see myself getting it. But anything over that is like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's too much other stuff. It's too much other stuff that we can be tapping into. You feel me? It's way too many other fragrances we could be tapping into. But I like this though. I like this. It's just, I think that when it comes to a lot of fragrances, and it's not just this one, I think this is a thing with a lot of Hugo Boss fragrances, especially the ones that's in the Boss line. As nice as they are, you can always think of a few other fragrances that's in that exact price range that you would much rather have. Like they're like, I know right now I would much rather have Hawaii Tropical. I still need to get that one. I can wait. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose between spending money on Hugo Boss the scent or the Hawaii Tropical, I'm choosing the Hawaii Tropical. If I'm like, it's so, or the new Atlantis from French Avenue. Like it's too many other things that I would much rather want to tap into when I think about Hugo Boss, the Boss line. Damn it, boy, they did do this nice, man. I'm telling you, like the way they did the aromatic, that lavender, that warm spike, the way they did that, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give them their credit, man. I definitely gotta give them their credit. Let's go back to Basio more. Hold on, did I? Oh my gosh, I messed up. My bad, y'all. I forgot. Look, I'm working because somebody said if I could put the name of the fragrances in there. I forgot to put that in there. I apologize. I had it typed up. I just forgot to put it in the video. So I apologize. Going back to Basio. Basio is going back in that lane of like Basio is going in that lane of like an Irish leather fragrance. If you've ever tried Irish leather by Memo Paris, that's very much so how this one's going, because the way the leather is coming off in this one, very much so a earthy, fresh, spicy, aromatic fragrance with a lot of leather. You're going to get most of that. I'm not really picking up too much outside of that. Beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion. But this one ain't going to be for everybody. And then going back to Lamel, yeah, man, it's just a stroll down memory lane on this one. Beautiful aromatics. Like, would I say that I still need a full bottle of that one in 2025? No. But a decan will always be nice to have a Lamel from JPG. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's go back over here. Man, let me tap back into the chat. Hugo Absolute is my fave. That was a good one. That was a good one. But again, for me, it just goes back to, is it warranted for a full bottle purchase? That's all for me. You need Vulcan Boy. I've tried that one. It's cool. Like, I ended up trying a couple of those at the Dallas shop. I tried Vulcan Foy. I tried Malachite. I think they got that orange tropical kiss joint too, the mango. Like, I tried a couple of them. They're cool. But like, you gotta remember, when it comes to me, I'm not the biggest fan of like, I'm starting to get more into it. But those extremely tropical fragrances like that, they something off-putting to me. Especially because I'm not the biggest fan. I'm getting more into the gourmand. So I got to say that. I'm definitely getting more into the gourmand fragrances for sure. Let's get into the next topic. Move these to the side real quick. Oh, no, I need to put that one up. Let me just move these right here for right now. Maison Alhambra. Hey, Maison Alhambra got some great ones. They have, I tried 3 of them that they had. At the Dallas shop, they had one of the OG, which is that one right there. They also had one of Ultramall, and then they had they had another one of Lamel Elixir, and then I think they had one more Paradise Garden or LeBeau. All 3 of them are nice. All 3 of them. If you can find that whole line for like under $25, that would be a great pickup. You can probably find it on Gift Express, but that would be a great pickup right there. Let's get into the next topic, and I want to go to let's get it popping, man. Back to school fragrances, college edition. Hold on. Oh man, I messed up my shelf talk video too. I got to get better with that. All right. Let's get into it, man. Back to school fragrances. We got 5 of them that I want to talk about. And all of these are going to be great price ranges. Some of them are going to be affordable. All of them are going to be affordable. Yeah, all of them are going to be affordable fragrances. Let's get into the first one. And the first fragrance I want to discuss, man, no, let's just go. All right, let's just go this one. I'm always talking about this, and you know about that Armand 100 Intense. I keep telling y'all, man, if you want that Dior Sauvage Invictus DNA, this is going to be one of the best fragrances that you can get for when it comes to back to school. I don't care what you have going on. It's easy going. It has a very popular DNA. You're still going to be smelling like something that people have already smelled before because of that Dior Sauvage. But it is going to be mostly Invictus. 70% Invictus, about 30% Dior Sauvage. Very nice aquatic and Ambroxan fragrance. Bright freshness in the opening. This one is absolutely beautiful and a compliment getter. This might, if you just want compliments and you want an affordable fragrance, this is going to be under 40 bucks. I want to say it's going to be around that $25 price range. Armand 100 Intense, you need to get this. This is a fragrance to where when you run out of it, you buy another bottle because it's just that worth it. Again, compliment getter, damn near last all day. The projection on this is absolutely insane. I've recommended this to some of my coworkers, and I can smell the fragrance before I even get to them. Like the scent trail that you have on this is absolutely amazing, and especially in high heat situations, you could probably get away with this fragrance spring, summer, fall, maybe not winter, but definitely a good one to check out. Anybody youthful, anybody under the age, like especially going to college, they would appreciate a fragrance like this for sure. The second fragrance that I want to tap into, let's go into, can't go wrong with Coach Black. Can't go wrong with Coach Black. Another fragrance that leans into that Dior Sauvage DNA. Oh, hold up, man. Another fragrance that somewhat leans into that Dior Sauvage DNA, just not as big on the body. This one is not going to get you that same performance for sure. Dial down a lot in this one, but still great for everyday usage. Easy going. Another one that I think you can pick up 100 ml for less than 40 bucks. You can pick up a 200 ml of this at the rack store for like 50 bucks. Marshalls and TJ Maxx got this one right here. 200 ml. I promise you, you'll be good for the whole school year with this fragrance. And then even though it is going to be giving you that DNA of a Dior Sauvage, a lot of that Ambroxan, that fresh, spicy aspect of things, this is a beautiful one. This one is a beautiful fragrance as well. And not only this one, you can go with Coach for men, which is this one. You can also go Coach, the blue bottle. Any one of them damn near would be nice. Coach Platinum would also be a nice fragrance as well. I like it, man. I like it. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with it. See, hold on. Because you got this one, and then you also have Coach Platinum. Coach Platinum. Oh, my gosh. That one got that coffee note in it. That one's nice, too. But Coach for men, you can't go wrong with it. Another fragrance that would be great for back to school is going to be that Tarathi Electric. Now, if this one right here out of all the fragrances, this one and one more is going to be great year round. I don't care what you have going on. The one thing that I understand and I appreciate with this fragrance compared to what Art of Universe is doing, that orange blossom, fam. Those orange characteristics with this fragrance. That's where this one is made at. A lot of freshness, but you also got a lot of those orange characteristics from the orange blossom. I think this fragrance also has a little bit of mandarin as well in the opening. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. A little bit of fruits, pear. Very much so a soapy style fragrance in my personal opinion. But this one out of all of them will be one that I can see lasting year round. You can do this one spring, summer, fall, winter. You can do this one year round. You'll be good. Beautiful fragrance, easy to wear. And another one that is a compliment getter at the same time. The next fragrance I want to tap into is going to be one that's going to be getting you that Bulgari Tiger DNA. And I want to talk about Pisa from the La Tapa Prod line. This one is an absolute beast as well. Now, I know some of y'all might think Tarati Blue when I mention like the Bulgari Tiger DNA, but Pisa does a nice job, in my opinion, of taking away the spices, that oriental spice that you get in Tarati Blue, dials it down a little bit. And in this one, you get much more of a generic spice, but a little bit more of like a juicier grapefruit in the opening with this one. Now, Pisa is going to be a little bit more expensive because this one is going to be $50, I think. But the performance that you get in this and the smell that you get with this one is extremely clean, very inoffensive, and very likable. You're going to get most of the bergamot throughout majority of the fragrances. With this one, you can really think of like bergamot and woods in a way. That's very much so what this fragrance is going to be giving you. Bergamot and woods. You're going to get a lot of, well, not bergamot. Oh, wait, I think it's grapefruit. Bergamot, grapefruit. You're going to be getting a nice freshness in the open. I think it's grapefruit now that I'm thinking, because I can smell it a little bit. It's a little bit more tart. So I want to say it's grapefruit than the bergamot that you get in this, but you're still going to get fresh citruses and woods. Somewhat a soapy leaning fragrance as it's making its way through that transition. But again, you still have much more of the freshness, as well as a slight touch of aromatics with this one, and much more woods than anything. Pisa smells good, but I don't think it lasts long for me. I will say this. I want to say Pisa is going to be like around that 7-hour fragrance. I can see myself, like, I really, especially after that 3-hour mark, I tend to get nose blind with this one, to where I have to kind of get whiffs throughout, like a nice wind current has to come by and hit me in order for me to pick this one up at times. But I know it's there because I've gotten compliments in between that 6 and 7 hour frame. So still a good fragrance for sure. Might not be as long lasting as something like a Hunter Intense, because this one literally lasts all day, especially on clothes. Like, this one's beast mode for sure. And then the last fragrance that we're going to discuss is going to be Off 9 PM Rebel. This one is nice. Man. I like this. Now, for me, this one's going to be doing like that Aventus Absolute DNA, somewhat mossy, somewhat earthy, very pineapple feel, but then you also have like this very nice spice from you have this very nice spice from like a Baccarat type of DNA. Somewhat candy-like at the same time, sweet, but this one is nice, man. You really just have to think of a hybrid with these two, with this fragrance, because that's very much so what you're going to be getting, and one that is going to be great for somebody that's just now starting their collection or just now getting into fragrances, because it's going to be taking the best of both worlds to where you can really do this fragrance in a lot of situations, whether it's daytime, nighttime, you want to do something business professional, you're going to class, you might be doing like a late night bar run with the fellas. If you're in college, this fragrance will be great, and this could be signature scent for you. Extremely juicy, extremely mouthwatering. Those spices, the way it kind of mixes together, 9 p.m. versus 12 p.m., same smell. I don't know what the 12 p.m., I don't know what that means right there. I don't know what that means. I ain't gonna hold you, Rio. But very beautiful fragrance in my opinion. Easy to wear, compliment getter. Again, very nice in a lot of situations that you can use this one in. 9 p.m. Rebel. Definitely check that one out. Now, for me, if I'm recommending like this list to my son, friend, somebody like that, the first fragrance I'm definitely telling them to pick up is going to be Armagh Hunter Intense. You really can't go wrong with that one. The DNA just works. It's an absolute beast. The second one I would recommend is going to be the Pisa joint, because to me, Pisa is going to be a lot more enjoyable for people. But at the same time, that DNA is going to be giving you something that's a little bit more unique compared to what you would be getting from other fragrances, especially like this Coach Man. yeah, you will be standing out a little bit more compared to fragrances that other people might be wearing on campus. Third one, as much as I love Tarathi Electrique, I would probably say that in a general sense, 9 p.m. Rebel is going to be that fragrance that just most people will enjoy throughout their experience of wearing it. Mainly because of the compliment getting factor that it has in it, but also just the DNA. It's two popular fragrances that are absolute bangers. Great fragrance. The fourth one, Tarathi Electrique, for sure. You can substitute this one or Art of Universe, whichever one you like. I like Art of I like Tarathi Electrique much more so on its own, whereas I like Art of Universe as a layering fragrance. So if I had to recommend one as its own, it would have been Tarathi Electrique. And then last but not least, not because it's the worst one, but mostly because it's the safest one out of this whole group. These two are easy going, but some people might not like the youthful aspect in this one because it still is going to be giving you that Invictus DNA. Some people might not like this one because it might be a little bit like the citruses that you get in the opening might be a little bit too much. This one is just easy going, but you might just find it boring. I think that all five of these will be absolutely amazing for somebody that's going into college. And again, all of these are going to be under $50 for sure. The only one that might be pushing that $50 is going to be the piece of fragrance from Latapa Pride line. But outside of that, all of these are affordable. You'll be good to go and you'll be laced if you're about to get ready to go to school. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Definitely hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's go back over here. Let's see what we got. Let me tap back into the chat. Make sure everything is good. I see you. What up, Fendi? I see you down in the chat. Glad to have you and your family. I appreciate you for stopping by. Off9 offers quality at good pricing. I will agree there. Off9 has some great fragrances. Off9, Armand, like honestly, a lot of them do have good quality fragrance. Sometimes you can tell that they're slacking a little bit. They might be rushing something, but another one that I actually like, Rasasi also, man. Rasasi, bro. They don't miss. They don't miss when it comes to that Hawaii line. Our Hermaine, they got some good fragrances too. That Amber Oud line, beast. You can get that gold edition. You can get that blue edition. They have a carbon edition that I think comes off like a Creed. Yeah, they got some hitters over there for sure. They got some hitters for sure. Move this over real quick. Let me know what y'all think down in the chat. We're probably about to get up out of here because I am thinking about going live tonight. And if I do, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. It ain't gonna be no games being played. We just gonna talk. We might talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little controversial. You know, that yak might be in the system, so ain't no telling how the night might go. Gonna have some fun though for sure. Latapa is cornering the market, man. Latapa is doing so much right now. It is absolute crazy. Like, even though they're doing a great job, sometimes I think like, man, it's like an oversaturation of the market. Because again, like especially like when I just think about Latapa has a regular line. They have the Prod line. I think they even have a niche line. Then Latapa also has like so many fragrances under the umbrella of Latapa alone. It's absolutely crazy to me. And it's a lot of companies that are like that. I think that Latapa is like that. I think that Off9 is like that as well, and Armand. Like I know that Paris Corner falls under the umbrella of one of those three. Like I'm gonna start looking at them as like the big three. Like Latapa, Armand, Off9. I really want to say Rasasi, but I'm kind of looking at them as the big three. Let me know what y'all think. Would y'all look at Latapa, Off9, and Armand as the big three when it comes to affordable cologne fragrances? Give me a 1 if you agree. Give me a 2 if you disagree. I would love to know y'all thoughts on that because they got a lot of shit. If you just take, like, to be honest, if you were to get sponsored by those three brands, you probably would not need another fragrance company to contact you. Like you can get everything you need out of those three alone, because whatever clones they get, they're gonna get them to you. Like I really think that when it comes to the big three of fragrance clones companies, we have to look at Latapa, Armand, Off9. One in the chat, two if y'all disagree. One if you agree, two if you disagree. I really want to know y'all thoughts. If Latapa sells millions and millions of units, where do they get all of that oil? Man, I have not one idea, fam. Now I will say this. I know that the region that it's in, I think that they do have access to stuff like that because like I want to say that they're in that like eastern part of the world, so they do get a little bit more like access to those things. But I don't know, man. I don't know, and that's why I say like when you look at their fragrances or even fragrances that fit in that vein, like you can't look at them as like a frag, like especially when they say like extrait de parfum, because then you have to think about it. Like you said, y'all produce so many fragrances. So which fragrances are y'all actually making high oil concentration on, or which one are y'all just using that as like a marketing tool? Because again, when we look at our month and we talk about the Club de Nuit line, why do we have so many of them? But they just came out with a new one, Extreme. Club de Nuit, man, Extreme. I talked about it in the fragrance plug in one of our previous episodes. Why? Because if you were doing things the right way, you would need 5 different variations or 6 different variations of a single fragrance. I never understood that personally. I never got that. Never got that. So I don't know, fam. I don't know how they do the oil concentration. I don't know how they're able to mass produce fragrances like this. But the thing is, like, we really gotta look at it like this. Even though they're mass producing, they still give us fragrances that sometimes outlast these designers that have a little bit more budget behind them. Like we really gotta look at that. Like a lot of times these clone fragrances, I don't know what type of oil they're using, but they last so much longer than some of the designer fragrances, especially when they're cloning. Bro, sometimes the clone fragrances get better longevity and projection than the originals. And it's kind of crazy to me because, again, you would think that these designer companies have a much better budget allocated towards fragrance, but that could be different because, again, you got Latifah, them, they focus on fragrances with designers. A fragrance department might be like, 10% of their budget, if that. So that could be playing a big part in it too, but who knows, man? Who knows? Celebrities even wear Latifah. Bro, I'm trying to find somebody wearing, like, I'm trying to find like a video. I want to react to celebrity fragrances. I know that Duke likes to wear Initio's the purple joint. I know it's the Oud of Amethyst clone, but he likes to wear that one. Phantom be wearing some fragrances. I saw a video with them where they was talking fragrances, so you know it's a little different. If I go live tonight, it'll probably be like around 8 or 9. I gotta eat, man. My lady's supposed to be cooking some Cajun pasta, so you know your boy gotta eat. Hopefully, I don't get the itis right after, but I do want to be able to do a live and just chop it up. That one's gonna be much more relaxed. I'll be taking questions if y'all got any questions. Any live stream that we do past 8 o'clock will always be, unless I got some guests on, will always be just like a kickback session. Like we just gonna be kicking it, talking. Grab your drink, grab your cigar, grab your blunt, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you need. And we definitely gonna get active. We gonna get active for sure. Yeah, let's slide up out of here, man. I hope y'all have a great day. We're gonna get back active tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification, that way you can be updated tonight when we go live. And we're going to have a good time, man. I think I might go to the store real quick, man, because I'm feeling this right now. The live stream is going good. I'm liking this. I think we're going to have a good turnout tonight. Let's go. I might even see if Walt can get up here. We might just get up here talking shit about stuff that's pissing us off in the fragrance community. You never know, man. You never know. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I greatly appreciate y'all. Much love. Y'all have a great night. Make sure you get something to eat. Say your prayers. We're going to talk tonight, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all be safe.